Okay, we're back out again to make another historical video. So as you know, I've been making these videos lately, all because it's just been too hot this summer, or any summer, for me to go out and do Yowie research like I usually do in the winter time. It's just so much easier in the winter to do researching. In the summer it's just too hot and it's too dangerous with the snakes and all the other dangerous creatures that are out in the bush. So that's why I've been making these videos. So basically I've been making all the videos about pretty much all the white man things. Now this is all about the Aboriginals, the indigenous people, and what's left over that I can find in the bush that's any signs of their, inhabitants of this area. So what I thought was I'll try and find as many Aboriginal sites as possible in the Blue Mountains that I can, and this is going to take me probably going to take me a couple of months to do all this. And the first one I'm doing today is I'm trying to find some kangaroo carvings and a snake carving and some grinding grooves. But I've been trying to read up the locations in Trove, and the way people told the stories back then, 100 and maybe 120 years ago, very different to the way we talk today and the way we write our publications. So I have looked up a few blogs that people have got photos of them, but they're very vague in where they say they are. It's mainly to protect these carvings, and the ones that everyone knows about, I will tell you where they are so you guys can see them. But the ones that are not really popular and not many people have seen them, I'm not going to give you locations because we need to keep these protected. And it's pretty easy for vandals to come in. There's always some idiot that'll watch a video and go, I'm going there and I want to go and get a hammer and chisel and wreck it or something like that. But anyway, I'm out in the bush. The trail I was supposed to use is closed at the moment. A lot of trails in the Blue Mountains have had rock slides or landslides or something go wrong with them, and they've got to upgrade them so people are safe. So unfortunately, fortunately, I found this trail, unmarked trail, probably the locals use only, and I'm going to get into the valley using this. And anyway, this is going to take me a lot of time to finish, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video just as much as the other ones that I've been making, because these people, the indigenous folk, were the first people that inhabited this area for tens of thousands of years. Now it's a long time, so we've only been around for a second. But anyway, I'm going to be on my way. I'm going to follow this trail, and I got my snake gaiters, not because I need to wear them because of snakes, because it's too cold, but you never know when you're going to come across a snake anyway. It's mainly because, I'm just checking for leeches, it's mainly because I'm going to be going through bush, thick bush, to get down to where I need to go. Anyway, I'm going to be on my way. I knew I was going to get some passengers today. They're only small ones. I put some aerigot on there, hopefully it keeps most of them away. It's a big old tree here that's dead, and you can see the roots have come out here through the crack in the rock and bulged out right here. How cool does that look? I've been going down this little waterway here trying to find some grinding grooves, and I just come right across tree break. There's only one in the area, and there's a whipbird that's been going off frantically. Oh yeah, you can find tree breaks anywhere. Anyway, I'm not here for that today, but I will film it if I find any signs of tree breaks or yowie stuff. I did find this hole. I won't stick around too long because it could be a snake. I actually think the bush looks better when it's wet because it actually brings out more colours in the trees, and when they dry they're pretty plain. So I've just been following the trail along, hoping to find something, and I come across this kangaroo carving. How awesome does that look? And it's a real deep carving. A lot of them are hard to see, and because this one's wet, you can see it quite easily. And I have measured it. It is 5 feet long from tip to toe, or tip to tail, and it's about 2¼ feet wide. And that's not the only one that's here. I'm not going to walk on these, don't walk on these carvings. And there's like a tail of a snake going up here, all the way around, coming down and around. And then you can see the impression of a small little wallaby or a kangaroo. You can see the leg and the tail and then the head, and the snake's head's grabbing it. How cool does that look? I've been looking around this area, you know, like a detective, and just trying to find any clues I can. And actually, the grinding grooves are right in front of my eyes. I found 2 pairs of them. So this is the first pair. And what I'm finding in information about the indigenous people and grinding grooves, they're always next to water. If there's like little wells that the Aboriginals made, or it's next to little creeks like this, but you know, they're not that big. They're probably a good 7 inches in length, and that's the first pair of grinding grooves. Awesome. We've got the carvings and grinding grooves all in one little plateau here. So you know what? I just saw these 2 lines here. This is not actually a grinding grooves. This is actually some sort of animal. You can see the leg come out here. There's like a tail, another leg, and then it's round like that. There. I think this could be platypus. You know, there's the tail, and then the front bit has come off from erosion. So we've only got the body and the 2 legs. One comes out here, the other one's right there, and then there's the tail. And this is probably 2 foot long. Awesome. Now the rock carvings are right here. The other grinding grooves are up there. There's like is it a platypus? I'm not sure. But there's some more grinding grooves right here. So it's really slippery here. It is really mossy. And they are right here, right next to the water here. There's one right here that is smooth, and that one there is smooth. There's a grinding groove right within the actual creek. Hard to spot, but because I had a bit of knowledge beforehand and I knew exactly what I had a photo on me of it. Yeah, here it is here. If the creek's really low, when those photos were taken, you would see them a lot better, but this one is probably a good 12 inches long. This one's probably 6. But awesome. Found everything in one site. Just keep on finding stuff here. So there's the big kangaroo right there. Right next to this little water hole within the rock, there's another grinding groove. And this one's probably a good 8 inches long. And you can tell it's not natural. It's got that groove shape, that traditional indigenous grinding groove shape. So there's 5 grinding grooves here, 2 sets of 2 grooves together, and this one. And they always, like I said, always near water. The water and the must just help them keep, you know, make things a bit easier to slide back and forwards. I'm going to go through this again. 2 grinding grooves. Platypus. Kangaroo. Kangaroo with a snake attacking it. Pair of grinding grooves. I found a grinding groove there, but there's 3 more right next to it, so there's 4 here. Look at that. One, 2, 3. This place just keeps giving. I'm just going to look around here for a lot longer. I was just about to leave and I just thought I'd film this water hole here, right here, and look at that. Oh man, what an area. It's just everything in one little place here. awesome. I'm so happy. I thought these things were all spread apart, but they're all together. Magnificent. This has been such a great day already. Probably the best finds I've had of any rock carvings. Hiking along this ridge, I want to get down into there, which is just past all them rock carvings, and just showing you something to watch out for cracks within the rocks. You can see there's probably a good 1.5 foot gap, and if you put your foot right here, it's like a, you know, you're in Vietnam in the Vietnam War and the Viet Cong's made some sort of trap for you. So look, you're going to go right down into there. Look at that. So your leg will go on there, break your leg, and if you haven't got an EPIRB like I have, or a personal locator beacon, which I've got, actually it's a personal locator beacon, you can really hurt yourself. And I have done that before at Woodford. I'll show you a picture of my leg. It was really scratched up. I was very lucky not to hurt myself. I've been going along this ridge here. It's been bush bashing it, and I've come down here, and there's a big long rock wall, and I think I found something interesting. I'm not quite sure, but is that a hand here, there, and it's actually been carved into the rock. If that's natural, I don't know what is real, because I don't think that'd be natural. I think that's maybe, that's just weathering, but that is ochre from a long time ago. I had to bash me way to get here. Gonna see if I can find anything else down this rock wall. Cool. Not easy. Bush bashing it through here. Probably got a couple of leeches on me, but look at this. This magical place. Very slippery and wet down here. I'm going to see if there's any Aboriginal carvings or anything in this area. If there is up there, there could be down here. Let's go take a look. When you go bush bashing, you find the best places. Just got to stop filming so I can make my way over here. It looks like one of those old Hollywood movies, the fake spider web, but this one's real. Watch out for the spiders. Pretty big boy. Keep an eye out for them. The rock carvings were just up there. I've come down here. Doesn't seem to be anything else in this area. So what I'm going to do is go around and look under these big caves that are right just here, or overhangs, and see what I can find. The rest of my gear's over there. Doesn't look like there's anything here. So when it rains, a lot of water comes through here, and if anything was in here, I'll get washed away. So that's why all their stuff is handprints and that are high up. And look, just found a little friend. Bearded border dragon. Cool. There he goes. Now this is a pretty big overhang here. I don't think I'm the first person to come here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to find anything here. It's just interesting to come down here and have a look. Can't really see anything that looks like a handprint or any kind of animal. There's different coloured ochre here, but nothing that resembles any sort of image. It's fantastic to come down and have a look. Now this rock ledge just keeps going and going, so I'm going to check out up here. There's nothing there. I go back to the other side where my bag is, and then I'll make my way back out to see if I can find anything. I know there's one more carving that I've got to find, and hopefully it's just as easy as these ones to find. Off my snake gaiters, yeah, got a few passengers. And when you get rid of the leeches, make sure you don't hang around too long, because they will crawl and grab back onto you and trying to suck your blood. Anyway, I've just done a leech check and I've got everything off, and I'm going to make my way back to the bag and out of this area where it's full of leeches. This is one big rock ledge. It's probably at least 15 to 18 metres high. I'm sure it comes to like a big cave or a big massive overhang here anyway. There it is. And there's a Aboriginal bloke, I think his name's Evan, and he does ceremonies here with people, and I learn about the Aboriginal culture here. It's pretty cool. And you can see the symbols there he's drawn to show the people, and they're learning, and they there's some Aboriginal signs here. Just careful not to tread on anything. And you know, when you come to these places, you know, pack up your rubbish. I'm sick and tired of picking up after people. It's unbelievable. It's not hard. You just put it in your bag. You know, a brown paper bag's not going to weigh much. It's disgusting. So anyway, this is a pretty cool place. And the indigenous people would have certainly spent time here. This is a massive rock ledge. Just going to go up here a bit, but I'm going to go back up to the top because I think there's a couple more rock carvings up there that I need to find before I get out of here today. Hopefully I can find them. Well, I've been bush bashing it for ages on the top of another ridge where some historical reports say there's some Aboriginal carvings. I'm going to go and check this last area out here, and if I don't find it, well then this is the end of this little expedition. But you never know, I might find something in this area. Like, no one goes here. I had to bash my way through thick, tough foliage. And if I come across anything, I'll videotape it for you guys. It's 3 o'clock. I've been going since about 9:30 this morning. I thought there was some carvings up here. There probably is, but as you can see, there's so much leaf litter and sticks covering a lot of the rocks here that there's supposed to be one around this area, but I can't find it. I've been going since about 9:30 this morning, and I'm very happy with what I found, and haven't been able to come across anything else. But anyway guys, hope you've enjoyed this. I was going to make this into one big mini documentary, but I'm just going to make them into short ones so it makes it more enjoyable for you guys to watch, instead of watching like a big 1 hour program and then it starts to just get a bit boring and maybe I'll start dribbling too much. So this is all it's going to be today. I'm going to make some more. I know a lot of places, and I'll just go to the easy ones and make them into one, you know, another episode. So this is just like episode 1 in this series of the Aboriginal rock carvings. And anyway, thanks for watching, and I won't say always hike and thongs today, but as the Aboriginals, the indigenous people did in these areas, always walking bare feet.